Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Lauren with Reading is Fantastical here with another great book review for you today. And I think you're going to really love this one. It's very different. It's very interesting. It's kind of scary, actually. So let me ask you this. Have you ever mailed a big, giant box or maybe received a giant box? What was in the box if you did receive it or when you were sending it? Was it something that was fun, like a game? Or what about shipping something that was alive? Sending and mailing something maybe that was alive. I know it's kind of a weird question, but have you ever done that? Hmm. Is that something that's maybe impossible? Maybe it is. But I wonder. Let's get to the next page here and find out what I'm talking about here. There it is. There is the cover of the next book here, and I have it. Okay. It's called Freedom Song and the story of Henry Box Brown. The story of Henry Box Brown, Freedom Song. Okay, let's go to the next page and find out what this is all about here. And there is an inside cover. Let me get caught up with you, see what this is all about. Okay, Henry Box Brown's ingenious escape from slavery is celebrated for its daring and originality. Throughout his life, Henry was fortified by music, family, and a dream of freedom. When he seemed to lose everything, he forged these elements into the song that sustained him through the painful planning and execution of his perilous journey to the North. Honoring Henry's determination and courage, Sibert Medal winning author Sally M. Walker weaves a lyrical, moving story of the human spirit. And in nuanced illustrations, Sean Qualls, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, captures the moments of strength, despair, and gratitude that highlight the remarkable story of a man determined to be free. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, there we are. And this is the copyright page. Make sure we always highlight, make sure you get a chance to look at or review the copyright page so you can find out who the publisher is. And of course, the author and illustrator's information typically is in here as well. So you can let them know how much you enjoyed and learned from the story. All right, let's go to the next page. And there's the author's page. It kind of reiterates basically what we said. It's on the cover. Freedom Song, the story of Henry Box Brown by Sally M. Walker, illustrated by Sean Qualls. All right. Okay. So here we are. So, ready to get to the story? Are you sitting comfortably? Are you relaxed? Do you have your reading ears on? Are you being quiet? Keeping your hands to yourself? All right, let's go. All right, there's the first page. Looks like there's a father there that's holding up the baby and probably doing what in that movie Roots. Behold, the only thing greater than yourself, something like that. I'm not sure what he's saying, but it looks like he's holding up the baby up to the moon, maybe at night, and see other kids or somebody at his feet. So let's go to the next page. All right, so let's find out what's being said here from the story. I'm going to go to the book now. When Henry Brown came into this world, his family sang. Mama blew kisses on his soft brown belly. Papa named him Henry, held him high to the sky. Sisters and brothers tickled his toes. All right, so it looks like how a whole family is almost like dedicating him to wonderful things. Okay, all right, let's go to the next page. All right, so we see, looks like a father at a table here, and we see a window behind him, and he's pointing up maybe, or maybe he's talking to his family. Let's read what's on this page. Mama's cooking grew Henry tall. Papa's stories grew Henry smart. The whole family's love grew Henry strong, even though they were slaves on master's plantation. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so we see that. Oh, there's the rest of the family, and they're listening to Papa like talk about his stories. Okay, learning from what he has to say. And Mama is feeding the family. That's wonderful. That's awesome. But we see there in the background there that they're on a plantation. This is obviously a long time ago. Okay, let's go to the next page. All right, let's read what's on the page here. As Henry worked neath Virginia's hot sun, he sang his workday song. Its lift, tote, toss the sack words sent strength to his arms. In the garden, Henry sang his Gather Up song. Its twist, snap, pick-a-pee words rang loud and clear. At work time's end, Henry said, "Let's play hide and seek." His brothers and sisters laughed, shook their heads. Your hidey-hole song always makes you too easy to find. All right, so they see them working there on that page there. Okay, looks like maybe cotton is what the in Virginia. Let's go to the next page. And then we see the kids out here also working. Okay, and they're carrying different baskets on their head, right? Maybe full of cotton or something else. Okay, let's go to the next page. All right, so we see them in the bed sleeping. Looks like a lot of different people in the bed there. Okay, it's probably how it is. You probably didn't have a whole lot of different rooms in the house. Probably have maybe a small room or so, something like that from back in the day. Okay, next page. All right. So we see, looks like the whole family slept in more or less the same bed. Let's see what's written on the page. Most of Henry's songs were loud, but his favorite song wasn't. At sleep time, when his candle blew dark, Henry sang his freedom song, but silently inside his head, its freedom's land, family, stay all together words soothed Henry's greatest fear, the fear that master would sell him. Ooh. Henry knew children who'd been sold from their mamas. He'd heard them crying at night. Henry's freedom song promised a place where families stayed together. Sometimes freedom song words tried to sneak from his mouth. That was when Henry bit his lips together, held the words inside. His master whipped slaves who sang freedom songs. He even sold them far, far away. Wow. Powerful words, huh? Let's go to the next page. All right, so we got a lot to say on this page. Okay. Well, so we see, looks like it might be Henry. Let's see. When Henry was almost grown, yes, it is. A master sent him to work in a tobacco factory in Richmond, Virginia. There, Henry sang a tobacco work song. Its rustle, roll, chop the tobacco tune lightened his task. Henry seldom saw his family, but from time to time, slaves carried word that Henry's family sent their love. On days when family missing got too strong, Henry hummed his freedom song. It daydreamed him to Freedom Land, where his family was free to visit him anytime. One day, Henry met a woman named Nancy. Her smiles made his heart thump. His love songs made her cheeks glow. Finally, their master gave them permission to marry. Henry and Nancy sang with joy. Let's go to the next page. We'll see Nancy. Oh, there's Nancy, his wife, soon to be wife. Okay. All right, let's go to the next page. All right. And we see them, looks like playing a banjo, looks like in the house. There's a kid there, looks like. Let's see if it's his family. Let's go to the next page. All right. Henry was Papa proud when his first child was born. He named his son, held him high to the sky. At night, Henry sang him a cradle song. It's low, restful, close your eyes words rocked the baby to sleep. Soon the baby had a brother and sisters. Henry pleased them with piggyback rides. He sweet talked them with stories. He kissed away their tears and hurts and taught them right from wrong. Family songs hushed Henry's freedom song, and Henry's heart was full. All right, so he has a growing family there, right? Singing songs and keeping them happy as best you can, right? All right, go to the next page. Okay. Rustle, roll, chop the tobacco. Henry sang at work one day. Suddenly, the factory door flew open. Henry's friend rushed in. Henry, Nancy's gone. Her master sold her and your children. What? Henry's song died in his throat. Let's go to the next page. Wow, he must be really sad. Oh, there. Oh no, looks like he's pleading to somebody. Oh no, let's see what's written on this page. As Henry raced toward home, he passed a group of slaves in chains. Behind them, heavy wagons rolled, loaded with sold away children. Papa, Papa! Henry's heart stopped. His older son was in that first wagon. Henry fought to reach his son, to clutch him in his arms, but men held Henry back. By the time Henry pulled free, his son was gone. A woman in chains jumped aside from the others. Nancy, Nancy. Henry clasped his hands. He held on tight and walked for miles until men tore him away. Wow. That's got to be really sad. Very, very sad and heartbroken. Let's go to the next page. Okay, we see him probably sitting at night, very sad, looking up at the sky. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, for weeks, silence filled Henry's house. Poor Henry, no songs left in his heart, said a neighbor, shaking her head. But she was wrong. Henry did still have a song, his freedom song, and his think plan, take yourself to freedom land words were getting stronger every day. There were folks in freedom land who could help him find Nancy and the children. Go to the next page. Secret friends. So we see a lot of whispering and stuff going on here, right? Okay. Secret friends in hushed voices told Henry, ask Samuel Smith about the road to Freedom Land. He knows the way of the Underground Railroad. Oh, we've heard about that, right? Henry waved Samuel to a dark, alone corner. Samuel, I got to get free. Will you help? Yes. Let's work on a plan, Samuel replied. Ah, that's good. He's whispering, planning his escape. Let's go to the next page. A stack of boxes behind Samuel's dry goods store got Henry thinking up a daring plan that no slave had ever tried. Samuel ships boxes to Freedom Land. Henry thought, why couldn't he ship me too? Wow, that is an awful idea. Late at night, Henry sawed secret wood and hammered secret um, nails, working hard on a sturdy wooden box. He drilled 3 holes for air, then lined the inside with soft, thick cloth. What will you do so your master won't miss you? Henry asked, or Samuel asked. So he's putting together a thick box with padding inside, right? What do you think he's thinking? Let's go to the next page. The next day at work, Henry sang his tobacco work song. Rustle, roll, chop the tobacco. Rustle, roll, chop the tobacco. Rustle, roll. Henry clenched his teeth and chop, but not tobacco. This time he chopped his finger, right down to the bone. What? He chopped his own finger? When Tobacco Boss saw the blood, he sent Henry home. And don't you come back till that cut is healed. Yes, sir, said Henry. I won't come back. Aha. So he chopped his finger so he could get sent home until he get healed, which means he's going to be, I think, home for a while. So he won't be missed, which is what the guy asked him. Interesting. Let's see what happens next. This is getting it really interesting. Good. All right. So you see, looks like he's doing some prayer here. He's dressed up in a suit. He's standing inside of a box. Let's see what this is about. Early next morning, Henry filled a pouch with water and curled up in his box. With 5 hickory loops, Henry's friend James, a free black man, wrapped the lid down tight. Samuel marked Henry's box this side up with care. He addressed the label to William Johnson, a freedom-loving man in Pennsylvania, a freedom land state. I think I see what's going on here. This side up with care. So make sure that the box is always facing up. Okay. What do you think? Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? Let's go to the next page. All right, new words in Henry's freedom song. Hush, be still, don't make a sound words kept Henry company on the way to the train station. When they arrived, James tapped softly on Henry's box. Tap, tap. James's secret knock asked, are you all right? Tap. Henry's one knock answer meant, I'm fine. Oh, they got a code. Men swung Henry's box into a railroad car. The train wheels added new words to Henry's freedom tune. Each clickety-clack beat of its clickety-clack words carried Henry closer to freedom. But Henry's journey was a long one. The air in Henry's box got warm, and then got even warmer. Sweat ran down like tears down Henry's cheeks. He was sure his box was shrinking. Could he bear the squeeze much longer? Are you claustrophobic? Which means, can you be in such a small place like that? That would be wild. Just with holes for air and getting hot. Whew. That would be tough to make. Ooh, it makes me scared and nervous. Go to the next page. Oh, there he is inside the box. Look at that page. He's in there, tightly in there, trying to keep quiet with just 3 holes. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, get caught up in my book. Henry's box was loaded upside down, onto the deck of a steamboat. Henry's body pressed down on his neck, on his head. His eyes bulged. The veins in his forehead swelled as big around as his little finger. Now Henry's freedom song had "Lord, give me strength" words. Well, he's upside down. He went from right side up, see the picture, to upside down the next picture. Oh, wow. How long could you be in your head for a long time? Ooh, that must be scary and painful. The blood's rushing to your head. Let's go to the next page. Just when Henry thought he would break, voices spoke beside him. What do you think is in this box? A foot kicked Henry's box. Mail, likely. Let's open it and see. Henry's heart raced harder as fingers pried at the box. But James's hickory loops held firm. Stop! Someone's coming. Turn the box. We'll sit on it instead. When they tipped him onto his side, Henry almost sang hallelujah, but he didn't. He stayed silent. So now he's back right side up. Woo! He was about to get scared on that one. Let's go to the next page. All right. Finally, Henry's box swung back to the bed of another wagon. Henry heard the jingle of a horse's harness, and a driver yelled, "Giddy up!" The wagon lurched forward, and Henry's box started to slide. Henry braced himself, but there was nothing he could do. Crack! His box crashed down. Henry's head slammed wooden sides, and that was all Henry knew. Ooh, boy, he must have cracked. Maybe he got knocked out from that crash. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so we see the wagon on there. Okay, all right, the driver. Let's go to the next page. Swaying and a gentle thud roused Henry back awake. He listened for voices, for any sound that would tell him where he was. Thud, thud, thud. Footsteps followed by silence. Am I safe? Henry wondered. And what should I do? His freedom song cautioned him would stay still. Don't move. Wait to be sure words. Okay, we see him looks like he's laying down. Let's go to the next page. Well, there's his head. And we see on there, okay, let's read the words. Then tap, tap, tap. The secret code knock. Tap. Henry knocked back in reply. So we see the tap, tap, tap. And what's the secret reply? 1 tap, right? Let's see if that's still true. Go to the next page. Okay. All right. We see they're open the box. And we see people greeting him. Okay, standing up. Let's go to the next page. Let's read what's on this page. Someone pried the lid off Henry's box. Henry looked up at the men surrounding him. Will they help me find Nancy, my children too? Henry tried to stand up tall, but shaky legs said no. Gently, 2 men held his arms and helped him to his feet. Henry looked around, stunned. He'd done it. He'd reached Freedom Land. Henry's freedom song started silently inside. Then Henry shook his head. He smiled and raised his chin. He opened his mouth and sang. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me, and heard my calling, and he have put a new song in my mouth, even a thanksgiving unto our God. That's the song he sang, right? Go to the next page. Well, I know he's real happy to get out of that box. All right, and that's the end of that story. It was really cool. So his page here is the author's note. So real quickly, I'll read maybe a line or two. Henry Box Brown was a real person. He was born about 1815 on a plantation near Richmond, Virginia. And so it talks about that. Make sure you get the book and read what the end of it, what this is all about. Let's go to the next page. Okay, this next page, apparently it's from somebody writing back about discovering Henry. Okay, so make sure you read the story here. Anti-Slavery Office, Philadelphia, March 26, 1849. And so, very cool story. You'll see what this is all about. Okay. And so basically, it says here, don't write about this story, and because other people may want to use the same method to escape. That makes sense. So I'm sure that they stay quiet for a long time before really commenting on this story. Okay. Good. All right. So, and on the back of the book, Samuel ships boxes to Freedom Land, Henry thought. Why couldn't he ship me too? Wow, powerful story. Real story, too. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe that you learned about Henry Box Brown. Meanwhile, my name is Mr. Lauren with Reading is Fantastical. Have yourself a great, great day. Take care.